Are you thinking about switching to a skilled worker visa but not sure where to start? If you're an international worker looking to make the UK your new home, the skilled worker visa is an excellent option. It's a highly sought-after visa that offers a clear pathway to settlement in the UK. But, if you're already in the UK on a different visa type, switching to a skilled worker visa can seem daunting. That's why I created this video, to guide you through the process and help you make an informed decision. This video is specifically designed for those who are already in the UK on a different visa type, such as a student visa, youth mobility visa, or spouse visa, and are considering switching to a skilled worker visa. If that sounds like you, then keep watching because you're in the right place. Before we dive into the details, let me tell you that switching to a skilled worker visa requires careful planning and a clear understanding of the application process. So, if you're serious about making this move, make sure you take notes and follow along closely. Many individuals on other visa types struggle with the idea of switching to a skilled worker visa. They're not sure if they meet the eligibility requirements, or they're worried about the application process. Maybe you're in a situation where your current visa is about to expire, and you're not sure what your next steps are. Whatever your concerns, I'm here to address them and provide you with the guidance you need. One of the most common challenges people face when considering a switch to a skilled worker visa is understanding the eligibility requirements. You might be wondering, do I have the necessary qualifications and experience? Or what if I don't meet the language proficiency requirements? These are all valid concerns, and I'll be addressing them in detail later on. Another challenge people face is navigating the application process. You might be thinking, how do I apply for a skilled worker visa? Or what documents do I need to provide? Don't worry, I've got you covered. I'll walk you through the application process step by step, so you know exactly what to expect. Some people might be worried about the cost of the application process. They might be thinking, how much is this going to set me back? Or is it worth the investment? I'll provide you with a clear breakdown of the costs involved, so you can make an informed decision. Others might be concerned about the job market in the UK. They might be thinking, will I be able to find a job in my field? Or how do I go about finding a UK employer who's willing to sponsor my visa? These are all valid concerns, and I'll be addressing them later on. When considering a switch to a skilled worker visa, it's essential to understand the benefits it offers. Not only does it provide a clear pathway to settlement in the UK, but it also offers a high level of flexibility. You'll be able to work in the UK, bring your dependents with you, and even switch jobs if you need to. However, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There are some restrictions you need to be aware of. For example, you might not be able to work in certain industries or occupations, and you'll need to meet the minimum salary requirements. To be eligible for a skilled worker visa, you'll need to meet specific criteria. You'll need to have a job offer from a UK employer who's willing to sponsor your visa, and you'll need to meet the language proficiency requirements. You'll also need to have a certain level of qualifications and experience in your field. When it comes to the application process, you'll need to provide specific documents, such as your passport, birth certificate, and proof of language proficiency. You'll also need to provide proof of your qualifications and experience, such as your degree certificate and references from previous employers. One of the most critical aspects of the application process is securing a job offer from a UK employer. This is often the most challenging part of the process, but it's essential to getting your visa approved. I'll share some tips on how to find a UK employer who's willing to sponsor your visa, and what you can do to increase your chances of getting hired. Another crucial aspect of the application process is meeting the language proficiency requirements. You'll need to take an English language test, such as IELTS or TOEFL, and achieve a certain score. Don't worry if you're not a native English speaker, I'll provide you with some tips on how to prepare for the test and improve your language skills. When it comes to the application process, timing is everything. You'll need to make sure you apply for your visa at the right time, and that you have all the necessary documents in place. I'll walk you through the application process step by step, so you know exactly what to expect. One of the most significant benefits of the skilled worker visa is the flexibility it offers. You'll be able to work in the UK, bring your dependents with you, and even switch jobs if you need to. However, it's essential to understand the restrictions that come with this visa, such as the minimum salary requirements and the limitations on certain industries or occupations. In terms of the application process, it's essential to understand the costs involved. You'll need to pay the application fee, which can range from £247 to £719, depending on your circumstances. You might also need to pay the immigration health surcharge, which is usually around £400 per year. When it comes to securing a job offer from a UK employer, it's essential to understand the salary requirements. You'll need to meet the minimum salary threshold, which is usually around £25,600 per year. However, this can vary depending on your circumstances and the type of job you're applying for. One of the most critical aspects of the application process is the waiting game. You'll need to wait for your visa to be approved, which can take several weeks or even months. During this time, it's essential to stay patient and focused, and to avoid making any mistakes that could jeopardize your application. When it comes to the skilled worker visa, it's essential to understand the settlement options available to you. After 5 years of living in the UK on a skilled worker visa, you'll be eligible to apply for settlement. This means you'll be able to stay in the UK permanently, and even apply for British citizenship. However, it's not all plain sailing. There are some challenges you'll need to overcome, such as the English language test and the Life in the UK test. But don't worry, I'll provide you with some tips on how to prepare for these tests and increase your chances of passing. The most critical insight about the transition process is the importance of securing a job offer from a UK employer. This is often the most challenging part of the process, but it's essential to getting your visa approved. I'll share some tips on how to find a UK employer who's willing to sponsor your visa, and what you can do to increase your chances of getting hired. Remember, switching to a skilled worker visa requires careful planning and a clear understanding of the application process. Don't be afraid to ask for help, and don't be discouraged by setbacks or rejections. To recap, switching to a skilled worker visa can be a complex process, but with the right guidance, you can increase your chances of success. Remember to stay focused, stay patient, and stay positive. You got this. Remember, if you have any questions or concerns about the skilled worker visa or the application process, please leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to check out my other videos on immigration topics for additional insights and guidance. Good luck on your journey to switching to a skilled worker visa.